If I go to your website right now, what is the first word I'm going to see? Something like we provide, we are leading, welcome to us. If so, you're falling into the narcissist trap. You're making your company the hero of the story, but in high conversion marketing, the customer has to be the hero and you are just their guide. The problem is if you use standard AI to write your copy, it's probably going to default to that first approach, which is not what we want. When you ask ChatGPT to write me a headline for my business, it looks at its training data. And 90% of business websites are created as self-centered brochures. So the AI mimics them. It writes our comprehensive solutions, blah, blah, blah. Now to fix this, you don't just need a better prompt, you need to teach the AI exactly who it is you're talking to. One way to start is defining your customer avatars. So to turn AI from a describer into a converter, we use Noah, that's the AI we built, as our landing page optimizer. But Noah's just the engine. Its fuel comes from two specific files you need to build on your own for your business. First, we load in the instruction set. This is about 1,000 or more lines of custom instructions and frameworks, which we upload onto the platform. We upload your knowledge documents like your StoryBrand framework or Cialdini's principles. We code in rules like the H1 header must focus on the user's after-state success, not the product's features. Use the word you 3 times more than we. Second, and this is what most people miss, is the brand blueprint. Specifically the customer avatar section as it relates here. You can't just tell AI to target hospitals because that's kind of broad, right? So in our blueprint structure, in this case, we define the avatar name, which is Compliance Carl. Carl's pain points are fear of losing his accreditation. His aspirations are a passing grade on the next audit. So let's look at an A/B example, a comparison. We'll use a company called BioPure. They're a medical cleaning company. And using generic AI, they're going to ask it to write a headline for a hospital cleaner. They're going to get something like, welcome to BioPure. We provide top-tier sterilization services for the healthcare industry. Kind of boring. It talks about the we. It addresses everyone, so it hooks no one. Now let's do that with a trained AI. We upload the blueprint for Compliance Carl. Again, the same thing we talked about. Write me a heading that targets Carl's pain points. What you get is, don't let a failed audit shut you down. Get the 99% sterilization standard that guarantees your accreditation. See that? It's speaking directly to your customer avatar and touching on his fears and his pain points and selling him on the outcome he's looking for. Now, the difference wasn't the writing style, it was the targeting. Because we defined the customer avatar in the blueprint, the AI stopped describing the mop and started selling the safety. So your website has 3 seconds to answer questions on what's in it for me. That's what people think when they come. So if your AI doesn't know who the me is, it can't answer the question. So you got to define the avatar and then ask it to write the copy. I'm Sandeep, and that's your episode of Brain Spots in Business. We'll catch you on the next one.